what has been proposed is much more liberal and has quite a number of risks and dangers with it. It enables any member of the public to undertake a citizen's arrest if they see someone that they think is performing an offence. They can use reasonable force to do so, and they're able to detain someone. So there's a couple of things with that. In a broad statement, our members generally don't support citizens' arrest for a number of reasons. Firstly, we don't want shopkeepers don't want to have that kind of unsettlement in their store. They don't want people having a little bit of rough housing or anything like that happening in store. If someone is offending in their store, they do want to get them out, and they want to be able to get their goods back, and they want to be able to trespass them, but they don't want to be able to detain them because they've got nowhere to do that. You don't want someone in handcuffs out the front of your building because it puts off other people coming in, and you also don't have anywhere in store that you want to put them, because if you put them out the back, then they're going to see what sits out the back and they'll get some ideas about breaking in out the back. Alongside that, a lot of people that are offending in store these days bring in weapons. Some are concealed and some are not. So if you approach someone, you're never sure what response you might get, whether they might pull out a knife. A number of occasions, guns have been presented in store in the last 12 to 18 months. So it is a much more dangerous environment that we're talking about. And a number of offenders also have a number of addictions. So they might be high on meth or some other things. And so you don't know how they might respond. And you're probably not going to get a normal response. Someone that's in an offending space is probably not going to give you the response that you would think would be reasonable. And so it's really tricky. And the key thing really about citizens' arrest is that if you're asking your staff to undertake a citizens' arrest, you're putting them in known danger. So you're saying to your staff, I want you to interact if you see something going wrong in store. It doesn't comply to the health and safety regulations where you're required to provide a safe work environment for your staff members, so that they should be able to come to work and go home and not be impacted negatively by their work environment. So, all of those reasons, it's not really a retail solution.